What's up, everybody? It's your name back with you for a deep dive into how generative AI is completely transforming bioinformatics. We're talking next-level stuff here. This isn't just about analyzing data, it's about creating it, understanding it on a deeper level, and using that knowledge to solve some of the biggest challenges in biology and medicine. Today, we'll explore 9 groundbreaking applications of generative models in this exciting field. From predicting the intricate folding of proteins to designing entirely new DNA sequences, generative AI is changing the game. We're going to break down each application, look at the tech behind it, and explore the potential impact. So, whether you're a bioinformatics pro or just curious about the future of this cutting-edge field, stick around. You won't want to miss this. First up, we're tackling protein structure prediction. Think of proteins like microscopic machines that carry out almost all biological processes. Their shape or three-dimensional structure determines how they function. But figuring out that structure, it's been a major bottleneck. Traditional methods like X-ray crystallography are time-consuming and expensive. That's where AI comes in, specifically DeepMind's AlphaFold. This groundbreaking model uses deep learning to predict protein structures with incredible accuracy, just from their amino acid sequence. Imagine trying to figure out the exact shape of a complex origami crane just by looking at the unfolded piece of paper. That's the level of complexity AlphaFold is dealing with, and it's doing it incredibly well. AlphaFold, along with other models like Rose-THAFold, are changing the game in structural biology. By accurately predicting these structures, we can understand how proteins function, how they interact, and how to target them with drugs. This has huge implications for drug discovery, disease understanding, and even things like designing new enzymes for industrial applications. It's like having a powerful new lens to explore the microscopic world of proteins, and it's just the beginning. Next up, we're diving into the world of synthetic biology, where AI is becoming the architect of life itself. Specifically, we're talking about generating synthetic DNA sequences, the blueprints of life. Traditionally, designing new DNA sequences for specific functions was a slow, trial-and-error process. But now, generative models like variational autoencoders and generative adversarial networks are stepping in to speed things up. These AI models are trained on massive datasets of existing DNA and RNA sequences, learning the complex language of life's code. They can then use this knowledge to generate entirely new sequences with specific properties. Think of it like an AI composer, trained on Beethoven and Mozart, creating a brand new symphony. These AI-generated DNA sequences can be used to create synthetic genes for research, develop new gene therapies, or even engineer organisms with enhanced capabilities. Imagine creating microbes that produce biofuels more efficiently, or plants that are resistant to disease. The possibilities are incredible. It's like we're moving from reading the book of life to writing new chapters, and generative AI is the pen in our hands. Now let's talk about something that affects us all: drug discovery. Developing new drugs is a notoriously long and expensive process, often taking years and billions of dollars. Generative AI is poised to revolutionize this by significantly accelerating the search for new drug candidates. Think of it like searching for a needle in a haystack the size of the planet. That's essentially what traditional drug discovery is like. AI models, like recurrent neural networks, transformers, and deep generative models, are changing the game. These AI platforms can analyze massive datasets of chemical structures and biological activity, learning the complex relationships between a molecule's structure and its therapeutic effect. They can then use this knowledge to generate novel molecules with specific properties, like the ability to bind to a target protein involved in a disease. This is like having an AI chemist that can design millions of potential drug candidates in silico, significantly reducing the need for expensive and time-consuming lab experiments. Companies like In Silico Medicine and Exscientia are at the forefront of this AI-powered drug revolution. They're already using these models to discover new drug compounds for various diseases, some of which are even in clinical trials. This is incredibly exciting, as it holds the potential to bring new treatments to patients faster and more efficiently. Chapter 4: Unlocking Single-Cell Secrets. AI deciphers the language of cells. Let's shift gears now and talk about single-cell RNA sequencing, or scRNA-seq. This powerful technology allows scientists to analyze the gene expression of individual cells, giving us an unprecedented view of the complexity within our own bodies. However, scRNA-seq data often comes with a catch. It can be sparse and noisy, with lots of missing data points. That's where generative AI comes in, acting like a microscopic detective, filling in the gaps and enhancing the resolution of this cellular map. Variational autoencoders, or VAEs, are particularly adept at this task. They can learn the underlying patterns of gene expression within a cell population and use this knowledge to impute missing data points with remarkable accuracy. Imagine trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. That's the challenge with scRNA-seq data. But AI models like VAEs are able to fill in those missing pieces, giving us a much clearer picture of what's happening at the cellular level. This has huge implications for understanding diseases like cancer, where individual cells within a tumor can behave differently. By analyzing gene expression at the single-cell level, we can identify new drug targets, develop more personalized therapies, and gain a deeper understanding of how diseases develop at their most fundamental level. Chapter 5: Engineering Life 2.0: AI-driven design in synthetic biology. Next, we're heading back to the world of synthetic biology, but this time we're talking about AI-driven design. Imagine being able to engineer organisms with entirely new capabilities, like microbes that clean up pollution or produce biofuels more efficiently. That's the promise of synthetic biology, and generative AI is playing a crucial role in making it a reality. Traditionally, engineering biological systems has been a slow and laborious process, often involving trial and error. But now, AI models are being used to predict the outcomes of genetic modifications with remarkable accuracy. This allows scientists to design new biological circuits and pathways in silico, significantly speeding up the engineering process. For instance, generative AI can be used to design new promoter sequences, which are like genetic, on switches that control gene expression. By optimizing these sequences, scientists can fine-tune the expression of specific genes, leading to more efficient production of desired products like biofuels or pharmaceuticals. This ability to precisely engineer biological systems has far-reaching implications. It could revolutionize fields like biomanufacturing, allowing us to produce valuable compounds more sustainably and efficiently. It also opens up exciting possibilities for bioremediation, using engineered organisms to clean up pollutants and restore ecosystems. Chapter 6: Making Sense of Big Data. AI integrates the world of omics. We're now entering the realm of big data in biology, where researchers are often drowning in information from various omics technologies. We're talking genomics, transcriptomics, proteomics, metabolomics, a whole symphony of data. Integrating and making sense of this data deluge is a massive challenge, but it's essential for understanding the complexity of biological systems. This is where generative AI steps in, acting like a powerful conductor, bringing harmony to the chaos of multi-omics data. Deep generative models are particularly well-suited for this task. They can learn the intricate relationships between different layers of biological information, such as how changes in DNA sequence can affect gene expression, protein levels, and ultimately, cellular function. Imagine trying to understand a complex machine with thousands of moving parts. You wouldn't just look at each part in isolation. You'd want to see how they all fit together and influence each other. That's what generative AI allows us to do with biological data. By integrating multi-omics data, AI can help us identify new biomarkers for diseases, discover potential drug targets, and develop more personalized treatment strategies. It's like having a holistic view of the human body, allowing us to see the interconnectedness of biological processes and develop more effective interventions. Chapter 7: Exploring the Microbiome. AI uncovers hidden kingdoms within. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of metagenomics, where we study the vast and diverse communities of microbes that live on and within us, known as the microbiome. These microbial communities play crucial roles in our health and well-being, influencing everything from digestion to immunity. Metagenomics involves sequencing the DNA of entire microbial communities, giving us a snapshot of the genetic potential within these ecosystems. However, this data is often fragmented and incomplete, like trying to assemble a giant jigsaw puzzle with millions of pieces. This is where generative AI comes in, acting like a master puzzle solver, piecing together these fragmented genomes and revealing the hidden diversity of the microbial world. Models like VAEs and GANs are particularly adept at this task. They can learn the patterns within microbial genomes and use this knowledge to reconstruct missing sequences, identify new species, and even predict the functional roles of different microbes within a community. It's like having a powerful microscope that allows us to see the invisible world of microbes in unprecedented detail. This knowledge is crucial for understanding the role of the microbiome in health and disease. By analyzing the composition and function of microbial communities, we can develop new diagnostic tools, personalize therapies, and even engineer the microbiome to improve human health. Chapter 8: Creating Synthetic Data. AI amplifies bioinformatics datasets. One of the biggest challenges in bioinformatics is the often limited availability of high-quality, labeled data. Training accurate AI models requires massive datasets, but acquiring and annotating this data can be time-consuming and expensive. This is where generative AI offers a powerful solution: data augmentation. Instead of relying solely on real-world data, we can use AI to generate synthetic data that mimics the properties of real biological data. Imagine being able to create thousands of synthetic images of cells or DNA sequences, each with slight variations, to train your AI models. This is exactly what generative models like GANs are doing, and it's revolutionizing the way we approach bioinformatics research. By augmenting existing datasets with synthetic data, we can overcome the limitations of data scarcity and train more robust and accurate AI models. This is particularly useful for tasks like image analysis, gene expression prediction, and drug discovery, where large, diverse datasets are essential for good model performance. Generative AI is essentially democratizing access to data in bioinformatics, allowing researchers to train powerful models even with limited real-world data. This is a game changer, as it lowers the barrier to entry for AI research and accelerates the pace of discovery in the field. Chapter 9: Unraveling the Epigenome. AI decodes the language of gene regulation. Finally, we're venturing into the complex world of epigenomics, where we study the factors that influence gene expression without altering the underlying DNA sequence itself. Think of it like this: your DNA is the hardware, but the epigenome is the software that controls how that hardware is used. The epigenome is incredibly complex, involving a multitude of chemical modifications to DNA and histone proteins that influence how genes are turned on or off. Understanding these epigenetic modifications is crucial for understanding development, aging, and diseases like cancer. Generative AI is proving to be an invaluable tool for unraveling the mysteries of the epigenome. Models like VAEs are being used to analyze patterns of DNA methylation, histone modifications, and chromatin accessibility, revealing how these epigenetic marks influence gene expression. Imagine trying to decipher a complex code that controls how our genes are expressed. That's essentially what AI is doing in the field of epigenomics. By deciphering this epigenetic code, we can gain a deeper understanding of how our genes are regulated and how this regulation goes awry in diseases like cancer. This knowledge is essential for developing new diagnostic tools and identifying potential drug targets, and ultimately developing more effective treatments for a wide range of diseases. Generative AI is giving us an unprecedented ability to explore and understand the epigenome, opening up new avenues for personalized medicine and disease prevention. Chapter 10: The Future of Bioinformatics. We've covered a lot of ground today, from predicting protein structures to designing synthetic DNA and even unraveling the mysteries of the epigenome. Generative AI is truly revolutionizing bioinformatics, pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve with biological data. From drug discovery to synthetic biology, the possibilities are endless. As these technologies continue to evolve, we can expect even more groundbreaking applications in the years to come. So, if you're interested in the future of biology and medicine, keep your eyes on AI. It's poised to transform the field in ways we can only imagine. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into the world of AI and bioinformatics.